Hello guys, in this video we will discuss the private variable and the default variable. And in this program we will see what is a private variable is, the private variable, how it is created, and as we studied in the previous videos, the private variable is created by using an underscore in front of the variable declaration inside the constructors. So here the private attribute with the value 10 is declared here. Then the value of the private variable uh, cannot be accessed outside the class. As we have seen here, this is the beginning of the class and this is the end of the class, and the scope of this private variable is still here. And outside this class, this part of the program is outside the class. So after the body of the class, you are not able to access the private variables directly. So in order to make your information hide from others or other programmers or other part of the code, then you can make it as private. That is what the advantage of making a private variable. So if a variable is not accessible outside the class, but it is accessible inside the class. So inside the class, all the functions can access the same variable directly here. But how will you get the value of this private variable outside the class? This is what the way you have to do to declare a function, that is a private attribute returning function, and through this function you can return the value to outside the class. This is how the value is printed here. This will work fine. That is, with the help of an object of the class, then you can access the private variable by using a function call. So direct access is not possible. If you try to print the same value like this, that is the object dot the attribute, this is not valid and this will generate an attribute error. So the access of this variable can be restricted in this way by making the variable private. This is what the advantage of private variable. This you cannot access outside the class. Only way is to use some function to return the value of that variable. Then next, as we aware of the default variable, every variable by default we declare without a preceding underscore, that is the default variable. So here we have a default argument with the value 5 and object is created here. It's a default argument, so you can directly give 5 also here. That is also valid. Then object is created and here you can print the value of this default variable by using the object name. So object dot attribute is valid. So object dot attribute 10 and object dot default attribute is written by this statement. So the 5 is overwritten by this 20 in this statement, and again we try to print and it will print the value 20 as the output. So here we have no returning method is written here, no need of that because we can directly access outside the class, but only with the help of the object you can access. So that is what the difference between private and default arguments in Python.